Welcome back to another episode of Fig and Farm at Home, where we design happy living. If you're just joining us today, you're in for a real treat. This is celebration week at the podcast because this is our first birthday. And just like first birthdays, or any birthdays in general, we are celebrating all week long. So before I introduce our special guest for today, I want to remind you that if you are not subscribed to my newsletter, to stop, pause, send me an email at figandfarmathome@gmail.com so you can enter for the chance to win any of the giveaways that are happening all week long. Okay, now as we're celebrating our birthday, we have some birthday planning tips for you. I'm sitting here with my youngest son, Charlie, and he loves parties as much as I do. And we want to encourage all of you mamas to not necessarily have birthdays outside of your home. Having homemade birthdays is so much fun. It takes a little planning and a little bit of imagination, and Charlie's here to share 5 tips for how to do it and do it well. We grew up with the phrase, home is where the heart is, but our culture has shifted and now the message is, home should be Pinterest perfect. I'm calling BS on that message. Home, it's not about the stuff, it's about the story. And whether you know it or not, your home is a reflection of you and is already saying something. So what is it that you want it to say? Hey, I'm Danny, a former first grade teacher turned home decorator. Going from a dual income to a single income so I could stay home with my babies meant budget, like ramen eating, Goodwill shopping budget. And I learned a few things along the way, like how to bring big style to your home without breaking the bank. And I'm sharing it all with you. Tips, tricks, decor, and design advice so you can learn to tell your story with your style, where you can start living free from the Pinterest perfect trap and start living a life of intention. Welcome to Fig and Farm at Home, where we design happy living and where it doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. Hey Charlie.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Okay. If we are to encourage these moms to have a home birthday party, what do you think would be your first tip? You have 5 tips. We've been talking about it. Yeah. So what is your first tip for having and planning a really great kid birthday party?
Well, birthdays are all about having fun, and what's more fun than spending your birthday party with a couple of your friends? So my first tip is to invite people you enjoy spending time with.
Yes. What would happen if you didn't have the people you enjoyed spending time with?
I think it would just be not a very fun birthday party.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have the most fun playing with someone I didn't like.
Pretty much in a nutshell, it boils down to that, right? You want to have your closest pals, the ones who you giggle with, the ones that you like playing with, maybe even enjoy some of the same things with.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great tip. Okay, tip number 2.
What I like to do all the time for most of my birthday parties is a theme. And you choose a theme and then plan everything around that theme.
Like, okay, so do you have an idea of a birthday party in mind? One of your most epic birthday parties?
Yes, so a couple years ago, one of my favorite birthday parties, probably my favorite birthday party, is when I had a G.I. Joe themed birthday party.
And that was so much fun.
My gosh, it was amazing.
It was pretty epic.
Yeah.
Okay, so we planned everything G.I. Joe theme.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep.
Okay, so part of your tips are planning it thematically. So
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell me, and then we're going to tell the listeners what we did for each of these examples. So tip number 3.
Plan thematic activities and food.
Okay.
That way you feel like you're having the most experience that you can have.
Okay, so when we did the G.I. Joe birthday party, we had G.I. Joe themed activities and G.I. Joe themed food. I'm just going to throw in a bonus here because our family really loves to dress up thematically. Do you remember who dressed up for your birthday party?
My dad.
Uh-huh. I did too. Do you know that? I had the camo colored dress.
Oh, yeah, you did.
It was army green.
Yeah.
But Dad went all out.
All out.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing, like, khaki shorts, and he had this really, really cool tan shirt on with military patches on
that we got from Papa.
We got from from Papa. And so that was he did a really excellent job with that.
Yeah. Okay, so sometimes we like to dress thematically. What were the thematic activities we did? This was a fun birthday party.
So basically what we had was, it was sort of like a miniature boot camp. So we had like we had to crawl under quote unquote barbed wire. Yeah. And then
which was basically string that we
Yep. And then we had...
Let's back up for 1 second. Because before we started doing any of the crawling, you received something to start the party.
Oh,
Do you remember what you received? An envelope?
A mission.
A secret mission. We had to do
yeah.
all of these activities in order to complete the mission.
Find these packages and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we climbed under barbed wire, quote unquote.
Quote unquote barbed wire. There was target practice, so which involves shooting a Nerf gun at cans and sometimes other people. And there's actually a lot of crawling under barbed wire, quote unquote barbed wire. And then there was a little bit of climbing, a lot of searching.
Did we do the zip line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did have a zip line that we went down.
Yep. That was fun.
And when you finished each mission, you got something.
Yes, there was a package which is a present. And so that was really fun. So I had to find all of my presents. So
but you didn't open them.
I didn't open them. Yes, I had to carry them with me, and I had a backpack, and I put the packages, presents, whatever you want to call them, in my backpack, and then I would have to carry them with me for every mission. So every time I got a new package, I would have to like take something out of my backpack. Like I had a couple envelopes of mission orders, so I had to leave those behind and
make room for the new stuff. And I bet crawling under the barbed wire with your backpack on was tricky, huh?
Yes, it was really tricky. I think there was one time where the barbed wire got really low that I took my backpack off and pushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. Okay, so planning thematic activities, that really makes it kind of special and unique. Yeah. Okay, and then what about thematic food? So what did you have for your G.I. Joe theme food?
So we had mystery meat on a shingle, which is practically what at least the U.S. military calls sloppy joes. So they're like sloppy joes, but
and we made a really good recipe of sloppy joes.
It was good.
Should I post that on the blog?
Maybe.
Okay, it's so
they're
good. It is not your canned sloppy joe mix.
No.
Yeah. Okay, and then because it was G.I. Joe themed, we did something extra special.
We ordered a MRE, which is a meal ready
to explode.
It's a meal ready. It's like a meal ready to eat.
Yes.
So it's practically a field ration. So
a field ration. And I was a little nervous when we opened it. I was thinking, oh my gosh, because I've heard stories. Papa has told me stories over the years of him eating these in the Army, and they weren't very good. So I was nervous. And we couldn't choose the flavor. We just got what we got.
Yeah, and we got
I liked
chunk
it.
Tuna.
Okay, but no.
Flavor.
Now that sounds terrible. But if any of you listeners are tuna fans, it was
actually really good.
Like the brand name tuna, whatever that
something
Sunny
like that.
Light. No, that sounds like Sunny D. I don't know what it was. But really
it was really good. And also there was this seasoned corn and
which is basically corn nuts, wasn't it? Corn nuts?
It was corn nuts. And there was also some mayonnaise and tortillas, which you could put and there's cheese too. No, it wasn't mayonnaise. It was like melted cheese.
Like squeezy cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was there crackers? Or was it
No,
tortilla?
it was just it was
Okay,
tortilla.
so you could make a little mini tuna sandwich on that.
Yeah.
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 And I know from, having worked out a lot and like doing lots of running and lots of exercise, sometimes you don't get picky when you're hungry. So imagine if we were really in the Army and we got this. This would be really delicious.
Yes.
I bet this would be a real treat.
Yeah. I mean, it was delicious, and we weren't even in the Army. So
yeah. We were just pretending.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's back up. We would want to invite people that we enjoy spending time with, planning a thematic party, which includes sometimes costumes, activities, food, and then what's the last tip?
Don't go cheap with the party favors. Nobody wants to go to a party and then their party favor be something small and
Like the $1 idol.
yeah.
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 So what are some really cool examples? I was thinking about your party, your G.I. Joe party, and I can't remember what the party favor was.
We gave everybody a little bit of the MRE.
Yeah,
But
that wasn't
it wasn't
though.
yeah.
I can't remember.
yeah.
If we remember, we'll post it in the show notes. But we have had some really fun party favors
Yes.
that we have both given and we've received.
yeah,
So can you
yeah,
think
so-
of any that were kind of off the chart special?
One of the most recent birthday parties I went to was my best friend's, and he made everybody these really cool water bottles with their names on them. Mm-hmm. So that was really cool. And then
Do you remember Cousin's Harry Potter birthday party, what that favor was?
I can't.
Everyone got a scarf.
Yeah, the scarf.
That was
and
fun.
a wand.
Yeah.
And a wand, yeah.
And we did that actually for one
Yeah.
of our birthday parties.
Yeah.
The activity was to make the wand. And they got it as a favor.
Yeah.
When you were little, when Henry was little, you're too little to remember this, but when Henry was little, he had an owl-themed birthday party, and I made handmade stuffed owls for these kiddos. That sounds hard, but it actually wasn't as hard as I thought. And for your very first birthday party, we had a lot of preschoolers and little toddlers over here, and I made them t-shirts. You had a robot-themed birthday party.
Did you sew them yourself?
No, I just bought white t-shirts, and then I used an iron-on. I got an image from, I think, Etsy, but I ironed it on to each t-shirt, and everyone got to wear a t-shirt. And it was kind of fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and not too expensive. It was maybe $3 each, because I was able to find some really inexpensive t-shirts.
Wow.
So you don't have to put a whole lot of money into it when you make a fun party favor.
Yeah.
It's the effort that really makes it stand out.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you inspiring these moms to create a fun homemade birthday party for their kiddos. And gosh, are you available for hire if anyone needs help?
Of course I am.
That would be kind of a fun job, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, birthday party for hire.
Yeah, a birthday party for hire.
I think that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I would love that. All right, bud. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Love you.
Love you.
What a delightful conversation. And I love hearing the insight from Charlie, who really was able to remember more details than I was. And what I want to share with you is that planning a home birthday party can be really extremely fun. It can also be very exhausting. So here's my one bonus tip for you. If you think, gosh, having multiple children in home sounds chaotic and a little bit scary. So one tip for you, this is definitely coming straight from the teacher books, the teacher years, is that the more structure you plan, the better the party will turn out. So, and a lot of times you don't think of structure and party going hand in hand, but the activities that you have planned, thinking and planning it out, even the amount of time you might want to spend with each activity and transitions to moving it to the next activity is going to be helpful and help you run it a little bit more smoothly. The other thing too is that when your kiddos are saying, hey, I want to invite 10 kids, and you think, oh my goodness, 10 kids, you can have stations and you can set up a party that is just as much fun, but maybe you have 3 stations and you have 3 kids in each station and they get to do the activity and you rotate every 20 minutes or so. You all start together and you come together at the end. But just remembering that the ultimate goal is fun, but the more planning you put into it, the more structure you add to it, you're going to have a lot more fun, quite honestly. It can be tiring, but it is so much fun. And I am kind of sad that the boys have moved beyond the ages of wanting a thematic birthday party. And I don't think it's too late for me, right? I'm going to be having a birthday next month. And you know what? I might just need to have my own thematic birthday party. All right. We hope you're inspired by today's episode. And if you want more party tips, if you want more systematic ways to plan a party that doesn't drive you bonkers or make you have gray hair, reach out. I want you to respond to this show, pop into my Facebook group, pop into my DMs on Instagram, or send me an email and ask your specific question, and I will be very happy to address it, because homemade birthday parties are so much fun and definitely memorable, as you can see with Charlie's reaction to his just 2 years ago. All right, everyone, until tomorrow, I hope you're well. Hey, real quick before you go, if you learned something new or found value in today's podcast, would you head over to iTunes to Fig and Farm at Home and leave a review and subscribe to the show? That would be awesome. And if you'd like to connect with my community of mamas who are learning to be intentional storytellers within their own homes, join us at bit.ly/design101 group. There's always more room at the table. See you soon.